Everyone get ready, because today we're going deep into the 8 levels of consciousness.
Les niveaux de conscience in the original French.
Right, of course, by Laurent Chenot.
Hmm.
And we're really lucky because we've got 2 amazing sources for this deep dive. We've got the book itself, obviously,
Obviously.
but we've also got this incredible review by Camille Mouse.
You know, Camille Mouse has a PhD in modern literature.
Yeah, she's got some serious credentials.
And a master's from Fordham.
I mean, this is someone who knows a thing or two about books.
And what's so fascinating is she doesn't just like the book.
Yeah.
She calls it transformative, groundbreaking.
Yeah, those words really jumped out at me.
You don't see those words very often in academic reviews.
Not every day. No. Especially for someone like her.
Right. So for you, our listeners, and especially those of you who, already know Chenot's work and you're spirituality enthusiasts, this is really interesting because she highlights how this book, even though it goes deep, it's not just theoretical, it's practical.
That's what makes it so different.
It gives you tools and techniques that you can actually use to understand and navigate your own consciousness.
You can apply it to your life. And I love that.
She even describes it as a profound journey that stayed with her long after she finished reading it.
Wow. I mean, that's high praise.
Yeah.
It really suggests that Chenot's work has the power to shift perspectives. It's not just information, it's an experience.
It is. And she really emphasizes that even for seasoned spirituality enthusiasts, this book offers something truly unique.
Like it's the next level.
It's groundbreaking. It's not rehashing old ideas. It's fresh. It's practical.
So it's like a level up for those who are already on the path.
It is.
Okay. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to climb. You ready to ascend these 8 levels of consciousness?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Okay, so these 8 levels of consciousness that Chenot describes, they're like, rungs on a ladder. And you start at level 1, the unconscious student of matter. Okay, so at this level, you're kind of just going through the motions, not really aware of anything beyond the physical world.
Right. You pretty much identify with your body, thoughts, and emotions. You're not really questioning things too deeply.
You're just kind of existing.
Right. But then you hit level 2, the conscious student of matter, and things get a little, frustrating.
Frustrating.
Right. You start to kind of bump up against the limitations of the material world. You start to realize there's something more out there, but you don't know how to access it.
So you're stuck.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
But Chenot says that's a good thing, that frustration is actually a sign of growth. It's the fuel that propels you forward.
It's like a wake-up call.
Exactly. It's a sign that you're ready to move beyond the confines of the material world and explore the deeper dimensions of your being.
So embrace the frustration. Got it. What comes next?
Level 3, the student of the void silence death.
Okay, I'm sensing a theme here.
This is where things get really interesting. Because at level 3, you're starting to confront the impermanence of all things. You're starting to accept the reality of death.
Death.
Not in a morbid way, but as a natural part of life.
Okay, less about fearing death and more about accepting it as part of the cycle of life.
Exactly. And this acceptance, Chenot argues, is what actually frees us.
Frees us from.
From fear. It allows us to embrace the present moment more fully.
Okay, level 4. What's waiting for us there?
Level 4 is the realm of the mystic. You start to tap into a power that transcends the limitations of the ego.
So you're not just understanding these concepts, you're actually experiencing them.
Yes, and you're moving beyond just observing life to actively participating in its creation.
Ooh, things are getting good. What about level 5?
Level 5, that's the student of life. You start to understand and integrate the rules of the game, so to speak.
What do you mean the rules of the game?
The rules of life.
Yeah.
Understanding how your thoughts, actions, and intentions shape your reality. You're a co-creator.
So it's about taking responsibility for your own life and understanding how you co-create with the universe.
Exactly. And at level 6, things get interesting again, because you become the potential savior or master.
Ooh, that sounds like a lot of responsibility.
It is, because this level is about navigating that desire to help others.
The desire to save people.
Right. While avoiding those pitfalls of the savior complex, you have all this knowledge and power, but it's a real test of your ego.
You have to use it wisely.
Precisely. It's about empowering others, not controlling them.
And then what? Level 7?
Level 7, that's the master of masters, which Chenot describes as conscious love.
This sounds pretty amazing.
It is. This level is about experiencing true love, not just for yourself or a select few, but for all beings.
So it's like reaching a state of unconditional love and compassion.
Exactly. And then we arrive at level 8, which is kind of the most abstract level.
The final level.
The ether where the 7 levels play. It's kind of the source from which all the other levels emanate.
Okay, so it's like the cosmic playground where consciousness creates and experiences itself.
That's a really good way to put it.
Wow, that's an incredible journey.
It is.
It's important to remember, I think, that these levels aren't fixed destinations.
Right. They're fluid.
You're not going to be stuck at one level forever.
Yeah.
You might move back and forth depending on what you're experiencing in life.
It's a dynamic process, not a linear progression.
Okay, so we've gone through all 8 levels, and it's really impressive. But what I find most fascinating is that Chenot doesn't just describe them. He
Right.
gives us tools. He gives us techniques to actually work with them, to navigate these different levels.
And that's what makes it so groundbreaking. It's not just philosophy. It's practical. It's applicable.
Yeah,
And it's something that, anyone can use if you're seeking to, understand and expand your own consciousness. This is a guidebook.
it's like a roadmap.
Exactly.
Okay, so what exactly makes Chenot's approach so unique? What are some of the, innovative things he's bringing to the table?
Well, one thing that really stands out is his radical yes to life philosophy,
Right.
which, includes accepting death as a natural part of that.
It's not about avoiding death.
No.
It's about accepting it.
Embracing it.
And that acceptance actually frees us to truly live.
Exactly. It allows us to, let go of that fear and really embrace the present moment.
So it's kind of paradoxical.
It is.
By accepting death, you actually start living more fully.
Right.
And this ties into another really interesting concept, his idea of the void,
The void, the silence, the death, the heart, the love, the life.
which it's a lot to unpack. But, he basically says that we all have this space within us. It's like this, what does he call it? The eye of the cyclone.
Right.
Where we can just let go of everything.
Of anything that no longer serves us. All the pain, the trauma, the
Wow.
limiting beliefs, you can surrender them to the void and allow them to be transformed.
And he even gives you specific techniques for working with the void, like, placing your tongue on the roof of your mouth.
Right. It creates this space of stillness.
It extends the void.
Right. In your body.
And then there's also finger positions or mudras for, connecting with the void and directing energy.
Yeah.
So we've got this powerful technique for letting go.
Mm-hmm.
But then he takes it a step further. He talks about co-creation,
Right.
the idea that we are actually actively shaping reality.
Through our thoughts, actions, and intentions.
We are co-creators.
We are. And that's where the true empowerment lies. It's not about just accepting whatever happens to us. It's about participating in the creative process.
And shaping our reality.
Mm.
I mean, it's amazing. It's like we're all artists,
We are.
and the universe is our canvas.
And the more we embrace that creative power, the more beautiful and fulfilling our lives become.
And for you listening, if this resonates with you, this is a call to action. It's not just about reading Chenot's book. It's about actually embodying these principles, actively participating in your own conscious evolution,
Saying yes to life.
saying yes to life,
Embracing the void.
stepping into your role as a co-creator.
Correctly.
Another thing that I find really interesting is that Chenot doesn't shy away from exploring these unconventional paths.
Right.
Like he talks about his experiences with sacred medicines.
Ayahuasca, Salvia divinorum.
Yeah.
And how they have influenced his understanding of consciousness.
And I think it just speaks to his, his willingness to challenge the status quo and explore different avenues for spiritual growth.
Yeah. He's encouraging us to be open-minded.
Find what works for you.
Absolutely.
And that open-mindedness, it also applies to his views on reality itself.
Mhm.
I mean, some of the things he says are really mind-blowing.
Everything is sexuality.
Everything is sexuality.
And pi is transcendent.
I
I mean, what
I'm-
does that even mean? Pi is transcendent. But then, you delve into his explanations and you start to see that he's talking about this deeper, more interconnected understanding of reality, where everything is vibrating, everything is connected. And he says we need a new kind of vibrational mathematics to even really grasp it.
It's like he's challenging us to think beyond the linear, the rational,
Yeah.
to really expand our understanding of what's possible.
It is.
Wow. This has been an amazing deep dive into the world of Laurent Chenot.
It has.
From the 8 levels of consciousness to the void technique to sacred
To the
medicines.
transcendent nature of pi.
His work offers a radical perspective. It can really change the way we live our lives. It's an invitation to awaken to our true potential
To embrace the journey of, conscious evolution.
and co-create a world that reflects our highest aspirations.
Exactly.
So for our listeners, we encourage you to explore Chenot's work. See what resonates with you.
You might just find your own path to a more, fulfilling and meaningful life.
The journey of conscious evolution. It's an ongoing process,
That is.
full of twists and turns, challenges, triumphs, but it's a journey worth taking.
It is. It can lead us to a more beautiful and harmonious world.
Until next time, keep diving deep.